you're BRION, this is a good comp, right? You have Poppy into Ambessa, into Neferi. I think the top side for DK is, if they hit everything, obviously that top side is kind of disgusting. And then together, of course, if you're wondering, where was Closer in 2021? He was playing for T1.
He was.
Might have forgotten that, but that was a thing that did happen. Was part of the infamous 10-man roster.
And it did have like some decent games there as well. I don't think anyone was saying, oh, he's the second coming of Faker, but...
As we have Showmaker being forced back, Lucid is really just looking for a steal and to get the hell out of there. Yes, he has topside prio, but taking an early skirmish when you don't have prio in mid, and you have that Yone Rumble combination, definitely not something that you actually want to commit to.
Nope. You can see Morgan actually freed from the lane momentarily as well, so it was going to be very dangerous for DK to stick around there. So a heads-up play, not wanting to go for anything, but still, that is going to be 2 objectives over to Bro very early on in this one.
Over.
Let's see what they can get done here as Beryl softening up Polo just a little bit. Does get the wall slam as Lucid looking to come on down. Steadfast presence still there as aiming is going to get the cleanse off, and Lucid does go untargetable, but they're unable to lock down any of the kills, and now Croco is making his way in. The flashes are back off cooldown. The Polo comes over, and he'll grab a buckler and slam it into Lucid as now Closer looks for the ulti. The flash out from Lucid as Beryl just holding on to his, and DK know that they are already out. And the Bros just trying to force and not quite finding it, although there is the Glacial Prison. Lucid had his finger on the button.
He was ready. Knew that was coming. Oh, the TP.
Another hook going to come on through here as the teleport is coming down. Hype is sticking around because he didn't really have a good direction to go, as there is the surprise Teemo face, and Polo has nowhere to go. It's a double for DK.
It's worth it.
Well, he doesn't have any stacks just yet.
I know, that's why you gotta get started early. You know, it's compound interest.
Indeed. So, I mean, okay, Beryl is going to face check perhaps. Does land the hook. There's the knock-up onto the Varus as Showmaker's turned up, but the seismic shove goes wide, and now he might be out of position. The ulti comes through, though, as Shiu turns up and says goodbye to Hype. However, the same thing is happening on the other side. It's a great equalizer from Morgan as Shiu looking to try and escape, and Lucid is going to get caught out. He does survive for a little bit longer, but DK cannot stick around, and the Bros win the fight.
A 3-for-2 in favor of the Bros. We'll get them a dragon as well. Second dragon to come through here.
That's a big one.
Showmaker missing on Hype there actually ends up being a really big deal. It means that Lucid needs to invest a lot more.
Probably going to run away from this one, and Shelly is going to lose interest, as we can see there. Closer is teleported in, though, towards that top side, and now Lucid looking for an angle towards Morgan, but Closer gets in there at exactly the right time. Equalizer is down, and the hot dog is cooked. Shiu going to fall as well, and the Bros just had the answer.
And DK trying to get a catch there onto a flashless Morgan. And Bro was ready. As you're saying, they knew what was about to happen. Immediate turn comes through. The barbecue taking down the hot dogs as well as Shiu there.
Concerned. Closer does find a little bit of an angle here towards the doggo as Lucid going to get spotted out, but that should be first star blood, and that should also be feats of strength as Polu comes on over. Chains of Corruption just barely picking the gap in the DK members.
There's a whole lot of 2-0s, and Bro right now are feeling good.
Well, this seismic shove is actually going to connect as the bullet time not thrown out just yet. There is a Glacial Prison, though. Equalizer down as well as Lucid going to leap in. Doesn't manage to stop that, but Closer over the wall finds Shiu and Showmaker as then turns his attention towards Lucid. The bullet time's good as Beryl holding them in place, and Shiu dashing around the back of the fight. The wall is going to block them off, but there is so much money on the Bros right now, and Hype is looking to clean it up. A triple kill for this Varus puts him right back into the lead.
The fights from DK are just not hitting. Not able to get the dragon. A little careful.
Come in.
Otacon still shreds you, but their zone control is so good, right? Like this Ocean Soul as well. Actually getting access to this pit, I think, might be impossible.
Well, Beryl down to 50% health already.
Lucid doesn't have flash.
He is in position. He's now out of vision as well. He's looking to try and get over. Out goes Beryl, but he hooks himself back in again, doing that real cool Nautilus tech. But there's a steal on the Otacon. The question is, can they keep themselves alive? As knocked off his wall is Showmaker. He's going to get taken down. Lucid, no more untargetability left, and he'll get cut up as well. And yes, the Otacon gets stolen away, but at what cost, ladies and gentlemen? And that is 3 members of DK and probably a bunch of their turrets.
They get out, and right there, Showmaker trying to get out again. The Talia, it feels to me like if he does that, make us play a little bit earlier, practice, even if you do get beaten against teams like Hanwha, against teams like Gen.G and T1. So I really want to, again, hammer home the stakes. Even a single game drop here as the Ocean Soul is about to get taken for DK is a big deal. It means that KT's not very far behind them. And imagine if they actually lose this series.
Absolutely
the dream is alive.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Again, we're just talking about game 1. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves.
Well, Beryl is going to have to wander out of Croco here. He does get shoved over the wall, but he's kind of happy about it. Glacial Prison going wide. Beryl still in a whole lot of trouble. Depth Charge going to get a double knock-up. He flashes forward, but rebinding the soul gets him out of the seismic shove, and Beryl able to anchor his way to safety. A few buttons now on cooldown, but it's only really Croco's ultimate that they lose, and Polo, the majority of his health bar.
The re-entry here.
Yeah, actually the King's Verdict now on cooldown. They have to
look
peel.
for the turn.
They definitely
they are.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall comes in. That means the Showmaker is nowhere near him. That's just Beryl dead. Aiming is now trying to kite away 2 people as Closer does have to go back. A seismic shove going wide once again, but it buys enough space for the MF to make her way out. So yes, Beryl's dead, down for 20 seconds. Lucid still in the area. Polo still waiting for that ulti to come back up again, but it looks like this Baron is still going to go over to the bros. Unless Lucid finds a nice flip to get himself in.
He does a flash.
Yeah, the vision does come over as Lucid. Well, we did not need to see that, did we? That was not exactly what we wanted. As Shiu is going to look to trade, he's going to teleport his way out, picks up a bounty after taking down this turret.
Bounty and then at least maybe contest. But there is a Poppy on top of you, so I think it's understandable. Not the easiest flash, even if you are not being pressured. The bigger issue, obviously, is what has been happening before this. With the Soul Mao, BRION certainly about to push in here for a game 1 lead.
Yeah, ulti comes through from Closer. It's a little bit forgettable, but still, it's Beryl once again dead. And there is the cleanse out from Aiming already. The flash on top there from Croco and a double kill for Hype to start this one off. There's the ulti to come on down, as well as Closer is still just going to turn that into even more. Looking for the knock-up, she is going to flash out of the way, but he is the only one left alive. And the bros, a 10,000 gold lead. Nexus turret number 1 going to go down. The second one to follow, and only 2 more after this. And they will have taken down DK and looked to push themselves ever closer towards the Legend group.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.